So, Pauline, I know you have a lot of great stories, but I wanted to tap into one subject, and that is when you started your record label. And Ramón Ayala was one of the people that you really found and put on your label, and a lot of things kind of happened. Everyone, I think, maybe you may not know of Ramón Ayala y los Bravos del Norte, one of the pioneers of norteño music. And I just want to, because it's really interesting, because there was a lot going on in San Antonio and Corpus Christi, but the area that you come from I think, was really interesting. You guys really helped to form a sound, and that record label was really central to that because it really tapped into both Mexican audience as well as the Texas audience.
Well, when I married, everything started real good with our marriage, but coming home drunk and getting into that real bad environment, one day I decided to quit Conjunto Bernal when we were making more money than we could have ever dreamed of making. And I just quit. I went to a TV program in Corpus Christi with Domingo Peña, and I told the audience, I'm not going to play with Conjunto Bernal anymore, just quit. And my brother continued with another accordionist. I moved from Kingsville to McAllen, and I started a record company. I wanted to be a businessman where I would be home instead of traveling all the time, and so I started Bego Records. I met Mr. Gonzalez, my associate, in Saginaw, Michigan. He was my dance promoter over there in the state of Michigan. And we decided to form this partnership and start a company named Bego. B-E for Bernal and G-O for Gonzalez. Bego Records. And my brother Eloy with the other accordionists were recording, and they would sell a lot of records. We were making all kinds of money. But one day I was in Reynosa, and my wife was at the Mercado at the Parian, and I just crossed the street to go drink a beer. And I was there at the bar, and these two young men came over and said, can we sing you a couple of songs? And I said, sure. And they started singing, and they kept on singing and singing, and then after a while I stopped them and I said, listen guys, you're never going to do anything, you're never going to amount to anything that way. And they said, what do you mean? Well, all the songs that you have sang to me are songs from Los Alegres de Terán. You need to do your own thing. And they said, hey, we have our own songs. Let me hear them, I said. And they started singing, Ya no llores, mujer, ya no estés triste. Los Relámpagos del Norte. At that time, there were just a couple of young boys, Cornelio Reyna, Ramón Ayala. And I told them, hey guys, I have a recording company, and I want you guys to go record for me. And sure enough, they went across. I don't know how they got there, but anyway, I recorded their first songs, and they were the greatest hit that there has ever been. And we were Conjunto Bernal, and we went on a tour for a couple of months, and I booked all the dances for them in the state of Texas. They didn't know how to present themselves. My wife would coach them for hours all that week as to what they were supposed to say, how they would do everything, and sure enough, they started playing, and they were the greatest hit that there has ever been. But then came other groups like Los Fabulosos Cuatro, and Armando Hinojosa, which was a member of the Fabulosos Cuatro, is now playing with our group, and then came Rubén Vela and Tony La Rosa and all those groups, Carlos Guzman, and all those that recorded for our company, and that's how Bego Records started, and it's just great to recall all those beautiful memories. Oh, and also the Dinos were all the recordings they did them for us. And who else? Oh, Selena's dad, yes. So that's how we got Bego's record started.
So you wrote a song that Ramon did, well, Los Relámpagos did. Can you?
Do I recall?
Was there a song that I thought there was one? Oh, they did together, or with. You tell us.
No, I just mentioned to her about Lo Lindo de Ti, a big Ramón Ayala hit. There was Paulino Bernal, Lo Lindo de Ti. But
oh yes.
You want to do another song, and then I'd like us to talk about the new, or maybe do something from the new recording if you like. Up to you.
Well, I would like to save all my music for the presentation tonight.
Okay.
So with the whole group. So we're going to do some singing also there.
Okay.
So.
Is there something that you can do with vocals?
Not now. No, we need the rest of the
Okay.
group.
So anything you can do, music?
Questions?
Well, we could ask.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay, we can jump into the questions and then come back. So good. Questions.
Paulino, I was born back in 1950s, and I love your music, man. Lo Mucho de Ti, I love that song.
Yeah.
Who was your best competitor back then? Was there anybody?
Well, not really, because
Little Joe wasn't born then, right?
but because there were different styles, and everybody was so good in their own style that we were not competitive, really. Tony La Rosa had his beautiful style that I could never compete with him, and we had our own style. So there was,
Anybody in the accordion that can match you up back then in the 50s, early 50s?
well, there were great accordionists at that time.
Who were those artists?
Well, Esteban Jordan, which is a great accordionist, Steve Jordan, and Oscar Hernandez was fabulous with the chromatic accordion, and he still is so. And of course, thank you.